Welcome and welcome back, everyone. This is the Cosmic Awakening, and we're starting on pile number 7 here. This is part 3, or is it part 4? I'm very lost. I think this is part 4 already of the Let Me Describe You, How to Heal, What to Heal. Pick a card, okay? So I do believe we did pile number 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're moving on to the pistachio calcite pile number 7. Okay, pile number 7, if you chose pile number 7, this is your reading. So let's describe you and check out what we need to look at in terms of healing for you, pile number 7. So we have close encounters, and the number 10 could be relevant to you. So something about October, and also the number 1 in January. Now, I'm seeing a butterfly that's caged here. So it seems like you've been through some form of transformation, but you had to do this kind of where you felt restricted at the same way. And you came out of the cocoon and you still felt like you were in a cage. And I do associate this, the vision that I'm getting is of someone who has become very aware of what's going on in the world and around them in their surroundings, but there's not much they can physically do about it. So I do feel you felt a little bit stuck, but I'm seeing another butterfly here, and this is telling me that you're actually going to be able to free yourself, and you're going to get someone to help you in this process. And this card says, the book says, vulnerability as a strength. So maybe you keep yourself caged and you don't allow yourself to be very vulnerable for the fact that you see it as a weakness when it's actually not. You're going to realize, one of the things you're going to realize is that your vulnerability is actually a superpower. Letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths and setting healthy boundaries. So that's what's changing in you, is that you are allowing others to see your vulnerabilities, and you're going to grow in that process and ascend and transform spiritually because of that. And we have earth magic. So the number 1, you may like to walk around bare feet. Why did I say bare feet? Barefoot on the ground. It makes you feel good. Maybe you have this habit of walking around barefoot because you subconsciously or consciously understand that you get grounded and activated. You feel the earth's pulse, and it gives you the energy that you need, and it also heals you and helps you detox. And you're someone who's very connected to nature. I'm seeing someone who's very connected to nature. Maybe you like to walk in nature, take hikes, spend time in nature. It's very rejuvenating for you. And it just helps you raise your vibration and feel better. It's very healing. Now we have the number 1 again, so you could be seeing 11s a lot, or something about January and October. We have the warrior. So you have this warrior spirit. You could have Aries in your chart, or Mars, a strong Mars placement. But you're a very strong person. You're also very skillful. Something about war tactics that you use to defend yourself or to strategize and to navigate through life. Something about discipline. It's almost like you're always ready in case of a crisis. I'm seeing you're ready for any crisis. And you have a tough will. You're almost like stoic, and you will I'm seeing someone here who has conquered the ego, even that if that has meant self-sacrifice here and sacrificing things that once were important to you. You're transforming this. I see the death of the ego here. And you're also a storyteller. So you could be a writer, or you could tell like really good stories. It's almost like you could have like a journal or a diary where you write everything down, or you're just a really good storyteller. Maybe you write lyrics, maybe you sing. Mentor. So you could be a mentor to younger people here, or to people who need your wisdom. You're someone who passes on wisdom, possibly through your written word in your books, or in your storytelling. That's how you mentor. You could be a teacher. who tells a lot of stories. You could literally be telling stories to young kids as well. But you're all about helping people, and especially younger people, refine their character. So you're more about ethics and morals and building character in younger people. And shapeshifter, so you know how to adapt to any environment, and you also have a skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness and see the potential in everything and adapt and wear the hat that you need to wear in the moment. We have justice, so you could definitely have Libra in your chart. Yeah, I'm seeing some people pleasing, hence the shapeshifter with the Libra. So that could be something that you struggle with, and that's why probably you need to set some strong boundaries, and you've had to learn this. Maybe you self-sacrificed a lot in order to please other people, and something you're learning throughout your life is to really get that under control and assert yourself, because you're someone who is very fair. You could work in the justice system, but fairness is very important to you, the truth, the clarity, cutting through the BS, and you just want things to be fair. You could be a judge, a lawyer, you could work somewhere in the justice system, doesn't have to be. We have the Tower, so you could have Scorpio. You could be a Libra Scorpio cusper, actually. Something about the number 11, so you could be seeing 1111 a lot, the number 16, the number 7. But something about the 16th of November also here, but I'm seeing possibly Libra Scorpio cusper, or you could be a Scorpio in tropical Libra in Vedic astrology, or you could just have these both in your chart. But there's something about your life. It's almost like you experience a lot of surprising and unforeseen events that bring down structures that you maybe thought were solid and stable, but they're not. And that's why you get into fight or flight mode, and you feel the need to always be ready for these tower moments, because this is something you've experienced, and it really helps you to kind of retreat into nature to find, solace and comfort after these tower moments. I'm seeing someone who goes through a lot of transformations in your life and changes because of epiphanies, or just things come crumbling down. So you're always ready. So I'm seeing possibly Pacific, something about the Pacific Islands, Tonga, Samoa, I don't know, Rarotonga. I don't know what the name of that island is, but even Fiji or Hawaii, New Zealand, you could have a connection to these countries. You could have like a tanner skin, or, really dark hair, dark black hair, or a dark brown hair I'm also seeing. You could also have like white hair all the way. Chariot. So you could have Cancer in your chart. Something about July could be important here. But yes, it's like you establish your long-term goals and you go after them. But you're someone who's very balanced. The Chariot is all about balance as well. So you're someone who's very balanced in your yin and yang energies. And when you go forward, you have a plan. We have the Two of Earth. But you may be indecisive at times because of resources that you have to allocate. And things maybe don't happen within the time frame that you would like them to happen. So you have to almost, put your goals on pause, or take very slow movement because of circumstances, financial, I'm seeing conjunction here. So you would feel very empowered if you were to partner up and collaborate, join forces with people. That would intensify your ability to create and attract abundance as well. It will activate you to do things with other people, Jupiter. So you could be someone who likes travel, but you're very lucky as well. You get these bouts of luck here. You're enthusiastic, optimistic, very generous person, very benevolent. Maybe you like to travel a lot. Maybe you do You could definitely be a teacher, okay? That's giving me teacher vibes. Could be university level or a spiritual teacher or just a young kids teacher. I'm seeing all kinds of teachers here. And you like to take a chance on life. You're a risk taker, fourth house, but family is also very important to you, your roots, and you get nostalgic. You like to spend time at home. Something brings you comfort about your background. You may be like cooking. You could be involved in real estate in one way or another, and you do a lot of self-care to rejuvenate. And you sometimes spend some time in your shell. Fourth house energy, Cancer energy, very strongly here. It could be that you have Cancer in your North Node or an important placement in Cancer here. Taurus. So you're very attractive, very sensual, very practical as well. You could have Taurus in your chart. Venusian energy for sure, Venus. So you attract love, you attract money. You're very loyal, you're very patient. And you seek pleasures in life. And you know your worth. You know your worth. Sixth house, so Virgo energy here, but you pay attention to details. You're work-oriented. You're a team player. You have methods to what you do. You have daily rituals, healthy daily rituals that help you really, that beauty rituals I'm seeing here, beauty rituals and self-care. You do a lot of self-care and beauty rituals. Health rituals. You pay attention to your health, to your well-being, to your diet, but you also like to be of service, to contribute in some way, not big or small, just in any way. And you work on your skills. You could be someone who likes to learn new skills. Help from above, the number 27 and the number 9. So you could be someone who goes with the moon cycles again. I'm seeing the moon in Cancer energy. So you could be moody. You could be, you could even resonate with bipolarism in a sense, where you feel up and down. Your energy is never the same. So you have emotional ups and downs. Something about playing a musical instrument could resonate with you. Could be a harp more specifically, or singing. I'm seeing maybe you do both. And with Taurus here, you have a very strong voice. If you are a singer, you have a deep voice, and you have like a good, strong singing voice that is just very full, a full voice. And you could have ginger hair. I'm seeing some ginger hair here. So, and you're being very, you have a very strong spirit team with you that help you. They're constantly helping you, and they're always waiting for you to ask them for their assistance. Alchemy. So you have this magical ability to transform what you want into reality, to manifest, ground your manifestation. So you're a powerful manifestation, and you have the ability to transform your body, your mind, your soul, even your emotions, through rituals and methods and practices, and being very diligent with your self-care. You're the kind of person who, you're not limited by your genes or by the way you were born or what you look like at a certain age. You have the ability to make those changes in a very natural way. I'm not seeing any cutting skin, or I'm not seeing surgery. I'm seeing in very natural ways, and you can manifest this spiritually, and you take the practical steps as well. And so the way you look depends a lot on the work you do, and you understand that if you have chubby legs or whatever, you can have skinny legs. If your legs look short, you can make them look long. So you have this ability to transform yourself. So you could be interested or involved in the kind of, what's it called, as a stylist. You could be a stylist, or you could be one of those people who learns how to dress for your body type, or what exercise you can do to get thinner legs or bigger calves. I don't know how you say that. But anyway, you understand how to manipulate energy and even density to get the results that you want. Sadness, but I'm seeing some melancholy. So you could be You could struggle with depression or anxiety, especially if you have all this Cancer in your chart. You could definitely struggle with depression and anxiety, even bipolarism to some extent. And you may spend a lot of time in bed, or you had a phase in your life that was a lot like this, because you feel on a very deep level, and it's really hard for you to let go sometimes of grudges and what happened to you. So it's not easy for you to let go, but you will be able to with that 5 there. There will be transformation. And this could be about inner child wounds, something that happened to you when you were a child, that left a lot of wounds and sadness. And until you are able to solve this, you will feel this sadness, or you will just have to learn how to live with the sadness. And it's a part of who you are, and it's how you create as well. It's how you alchemize this into stories and things to sing about. And that's how you pull through it. That's how you even heal from the sadness of the inner child wounds. And also the advice here is to allow your inner child to come out more often. It will help you fight the sadness. And be the child that you weren't allowed to be when you were growing up. I'm also hearing it's okay to be playful. You don't have to be all about the work and the methods and the goals. You can also, enjoy and have fun. Coming to life. And this will help you come back to life every time. And I do feel after the struggles and the sadness and the dealing with the inner child shadow issues, I do feel that you're going to be able to overcome this. See, she's holding an orb of light here in her hand, and it's like really dim. And all of a sudden she finds a way of lighting it up. So I do see you improving your manifestation skills. And I do see you coming out of the mud. Look at that. It's like she's coming out of the muddy circumstances, the sadness. You're coming out of it. The number 29 and the number 2. So if you're 29 years old, you're going through a Saturn return, or if you did go through a Saturn return between the ages of 27 and 31, then it really felt like you hit rock bottom, or that's where you are now. Just know that there's hope and things are about to change, okay? You're coming out of that energy now because you're being guided by the light here. The portal keeper. So you could feel a strong connection to cats. You could have a cat. You could identify with Bastet from Egyptian mythology. The goddess, you could be a Libra. Again, that's Libra energy. And the number 50 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 5. You could be a number 5 life path, meaning that there's a lot of changes in your life. But you experience a lot of unique gateways to mystical experiences, and you have like psychic abilities that you may have realized that you've developed or you will be developing, okay? And you're definitely going to raise your vibration in this lifetime if you haven't already started doing it. And your consciousness is going to expand in ways that are definitely going to surprise you. It's like you can see things that other people can't see. You have access to the Akashic records. This is something, if you're not tapping into it, you will be. And you understand past life ties, and you're someone who explores the edges of reality. And you get significant messages because of that, because you see between the lines. You have this multidimensional awareness. So you may find yourself like staring into and getting your vision blurred, or because you're so focused on, you don't even know what it is, but you're getting downloads and you're just staring into nothing. It's because you're getting downloads from the universe. You could have a cat who stares like that as well. Okay, if you do have a cat, your cat is very healing. Okay, and he's watching the gates for you. So you could have light brown hair, ginger to light brown hair, blonde, like dark blonde hair, okay? I'm seeing those hair colors. So that was your reading, pile number 7. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments section. If it does not resonate, choose another pile. Bless you, and see you soon. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Bye for now. Bless you. Welcome, pile 8. If you chose the rhodonite, this is your pile. Let's describe you and what you need to heal. Storyteller. Okay, so pile number 7 also got the storyteller. You may want to watch pile number 7 as well. So there's a story in you that you need to tell. Maybe you're a writer, maybe you're thinking about writing something, but with the key here, you have some key information that needs to be told. There's a story here that you have that needs to be told. And with the feather there and the ink, I'm feeling it's an old story or something, it's been long overdue that you need to tell this story. Maybe it's a book that you need to finish. We have the number 17 and the number 8 could be relevant here for you. We have beyond the ordinary. Yeah, your story is very different, very unique, and it's beyond ordinary. And people need to know this because it's going to unlock some kind of wisdom that people have not had access to. And you're very unique as well. You're someone who, you're very different. You don't fit the mold and you're not supposed to. So good for you. The number 45 and the number 9 could be relevant to you. You're very special. I'm seeing starseed energy here. So if you haven't, go check my starseed pick a card, okay? But nothing about you is regular, okay? You're not a regular person. You are very unique. And you're meant to tell your story because it is a unique story. It's some story that people need to hear for some reason. Priest. So you're very committed to your spiritual path and you are a channeler of spiritual energy. So you could even heal with your spiritual energy. And maybe if you want to learn about energy healing, you can contact me. My email is in the description box. I teach energy healing and we do it on Zoom. One session, okay? We heal and I teach you at the same time while you heal. So it's a 2-in-1, one session, and you've learned it, right? But anyway, you are a channeler for spiritual energy, okay? And this can include healing, of course, as well. Hedonist. So your creative energy is inspired by celebrating and embracing the good things in life. You don't have a problem in celebrating even your own beauty. It's like you could be someone who is into photography and you like to take nice pictures because you like to share yourself with the world, your body, your pleasant experiences. And in this way, you inspire others to also have a good time. Something about gossip. Maybe people gossip a lot about you, maybe about the pictures that you post for some reason. And people may talk about it because they don't understand it. They don't see that there's a side to you that's actually quite deep, and there's another side to you that's very visual and that you like to share because it inspires certain people, but other people won't understand it and they maybe will gossip about you. Maybe you are someone who gossips about the kind of people who constantly post on social media their bodies and what they're doing. Maybe this is something you do. Take it how it resonates. If it's not you doing this, this is other people doing this. Maybe people gossip about you because you're so beyond the ordinary and they see that and they don't understand that, okay? Scribe, yeah, you definitely could be someone who writes journals, diaries. You like to preserve knowledge and information, and you should definitely share the story that you're writing down, okay? If you're journaling or writing down something, you're meant to share that story, okay? Don't worry about the gossip because there's always going to be people who are going to say good things and always going to be people who say bad things. Because, you know, some people coming from the ego, temptation, Capricorn energy. You could have Capricorn energy in your chart. You could deal with temptation of the ego here. Maybe this is something you're overcoming and you're writing about overcoming and transcending the ego on your spiritual path. The number 15, the number 6 could be relevant. But 7 of fire, yeah, at some point in your life, your ego made you very defensive. And we have the messenger of fire. So you could have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your chart. But anyway, your ego made you feel defensive and you had to transcend this and overcome this. And that's part of your story because it brought you a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights. Maybe you are someone who has sleepless nights, insomnia, anxiety, okay? And this could be due to your relationships, any kind of business partnerships or romantic connections. These bring you anxiety, and maybe there is gossip around your relationships for some reason. Sagittarius, you could have Sagittarius in your chart, but you're someone who likes justice and balance, and you do like partnerships. But for some reason, your partnerships are maybe gossip has something to do about it. Or maybe you like to gossip with your best friends about other people's relationships. Could be you like to travel, you're very independent, you're a pleasure seeker. You have this happy-go-lucky air to you when you're not stressing out. You could be younger, or you could look younger than your age. But you never give up on what you decide to go for. You never give up on that. You're someone who brings, when you speak in a very passionate way. You could have Libra in your chart here. But you're an idealist, and you like cooperation. You like to share experiences with other people. You're very socially aware. You're very balanced. You could even be artistic, yeah, especially with the photographs things. And something about geometry attracts you. You could be indecisive and judgmental at times as well. You could be. 10th house. So you're meant to write something or tell a story that reaches a lot of people, and you end up getting famous for the story that you're telling or writing. Storyteller could also be acting or singer. Could be singer, songwriter here. It could be an actor, actress. You could be a poet or just a writer. But I'm seeing with this 10th house, there's some visibility here. So you either go and you talk and you tell your stories in talks, like, those talks. Or you have a YouTube channel where you tell stories. You end up telling your stories. Or you're an actor, actress, and you're meant to do that. And maybe that's why you need to be on social media a lot. I'm seeing social media here. Victim consciousness. So this could be something that you deal with, and you overcome this by telling your story. If you are dealing with victim consciousness, that is lower vibrational. It stems from fear, worry, shame, and not being able to let go, holding on to things that are not serving your purpose, holding on to the toxicity. So you may want to do some healing. I'm seeing a snake there. So someone bit you or hurt you, but even though you may have been a victim, I do feel a part of healing that will be by telling your story, writing it down. If you are a victim of a narcissist on a daily basis, journal about it every day so you can look back, so you can remember. But the victim consciousness is the only problem here. It's not that what you've been through is a problem and how you feel is a problem. It's how you choose to move forward that needs to be worked on if you are feeling in this victim consciousness. The number 12, the number 3 could be relevant, but you need some form of healing, maybe energy healing, or, finding a group of people who have been through the same. Maybe people gossip about this, or they know what you're going through, but it's almost like they can't do anything about it. You're the one who has to get yourself out of this, and it has to start energetically and spiritually. It has to start with the decision to stop living in the consciousness of the victim. You're only the victim if you allow yourself to be the victim. I know this seems weird. Maybe you're very tempted by maybe someone is very manipulative and they know how to tempt you. But it's like it's your responsibility to get out of this. This could be a family member, okay? But your family and your tribe are very important to you, and you need to find your soul tribe, and that will help you gain the strength or reconnect with family if you disconnected with family because of a person or a situation. Reconnect with family, that's where your strength lies. Okay, something about the white tiger here. I don't know if it's a snow tiger, but you could have darker skin as well. You could have roots in Africa. Darker hair. I'm seeing some of you could have ginger hair. Ginger hair is showing up in all piles as well. and blonde. Take off your masks. So maybe you're wearing a mask in order to fit a role that you feel society demands from you or someone. And by taking off your mask and being genuine and authentic, that is like the second step after you make the conscious decision to let go of victim consciousness. And in taking off your mask, people can see you for who you are and for what you're going through. Then people can bring you the help that you need. I'm noticing this bikini. It looks like those bikinis. It looks so pretty. Maybe you use some of those bikinis that look like that. But I do see part of your life, and you're worried when you take off your mask that there will be gossip. But you're meant to go through metamorphosis. You're meant to go through this. And you will be supported by your tribe. You will find your soul tribe. You will be even supported by family members, okay? You are metamorphosing and you will change a lot during your life. The number 7, the number 25 could be relevant. And this is all for you, relevant. Why did I say relevant? Maybe something about elephants. Anyway, we have manifestia. So this transformation is going to get you to a point where you raise your vibration and you start manifesting from an abundance mindset rather than a victim consciousness. Because what this is telling me is that while you're in victim consciousness, you're not able to manifest the life you want. What you will keep manifesting is more of the same. But if you transcend this, and if you raise your vibration, if you take off your mask, if you're genuine and authentic and allow this metamorphosis to take place, then you will start manifesting all the abundance and all the blessings that are there for you, unless you stay in victim consciousness, then you're blocking your blessings. Okay, so pile number 8, that was your reading. Let me know how that resonated for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads here on the channel. Bless you all, and see you soon. Until next time. Bye. Okay. Welcome, pile 9. If you chose the tiger eye, this is your pile. Let's find out. Let's describe you and see what you potentially need to heal here. We have a deep breath. So Spirit is asking you to take a deep breath. Maybe this is something you do. Maybe you are someone who meditates. If you're not, this is the advice to start meditating and start with deep breaths. The number 7 could be relevant to you. We have a higher view. So you have this, this is an owl. So you have a lot of wisdom and you have a higher perspective of things. You are able to see the big picture. Have bird's eye view. The number 41 could be relevant, the number 5. And it's bird's eye view paired with a lot of intelligence and wisdom is what I see. You could have ginger hair. Samaritan. So you're a good person. You help people, the underdog. You could have you could have tried like circus acts, like learning about, this circus or acrobatics or something. You could be a twin. Like you could actually have a twin sister or brother, but you root for the underdog. You help people that others would prefer to ignore. So you're a student. You like to study. You like to read. You are humble enough to know that you're always learning, and you have a devotion to knowledge, and you're open to lifelong learning because you are humble in that way. And sometimes people, you can even call you a tree, like, oh, you never move because you're always reading, maybe. And then you just toss the books on the floor. You have them all piled up on the floor and you just keep reading them. Could be something that, or you could just like to read under the tree. Rescuer, yeah. You bring people a lot of strength and support in times of crisis. And you act out of love and you don't really expect rewards. So you're people's rescuers and an avenger as well. So interesting. Yeah, because you want fairness for everyone, and you want fairness for everyone in the world is what I'm seeing. You desire to balance the scales of justice. You could have Libra in your chart. Righteousness on behalf of society and oneself. You don't like injustices, and so you try to correct them. Eight of air, yeah, and you spend a lot of time thinking about these things and in your mind and trying to find solutions. You could be an obsessive thinker. You think a lot. You spend a lot of time up in your mind. So I'm seeing air signs here: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. And now we have Aquarius with the world here. So you have a higher view of the world, and it's like you figured a lot of things out, and that's why you realize that it's important to really, you realize what is important in life, and you've realized that is love, and you've realized that every single human is important. And we have the Hanged Man. So something about hanging upside down may appeal to you, or you did this as a child, or you do this still. You like to hang yourself upside down and feel the blood going to your head or something. You could be a gymnast or an acrobat, something like that. I'm seeing 2112, so angel number 2112. This is a mirrored number. Go check that out. But something about the world appeals to you, and travel and the internet. Maybe you work on the internet, or you have like a visibility, or you deal with a lot of cultures and you have a lot of world visibility, and you've been through a lot. Nine of fire, nine of wands. You've been through a lot, and you picked yourself up again and you kept going. Third house, yeah, you like learning, definitely, and whatever you learn helps get you through the tough times. You're someone who is always in contact with others. You will reach out to others to help them. You do a lot of research, is what I see. You do a lot of research here. Something about, you may have brothers, sisters, something about siblings here. You move around a lot. You're a sociable person. You like to walk, put your sneakers on and walk. You like to take short trips, to take photographs. Maybe you're into photography. An Aquarius energy, yeah. You're someone who's very innovative. You like to experiment. You're very unique, very almost eccentric, okay? But you are a humanitarian deep down in your heart. You are a humanitarian. I'm seeing activist, avenger, rescuer, Samaritan. You're all for the greater good, is what I see here. And you like your freedom as well. And you want to free people. It's almost like you want to create this utopian reality that doesn't exist on Earth. And so you may even be working toward that with a group, and you're experimenting on ways to make that happen. Something about self-sustainable communities comes to mind. The 12th house here, surrender. So you access your subconscious mind. Sometimes you like to spend time alone, and I'm seeing Pisces energy here, 12th house energy strongly. You like to spend time alone because you need a lot of time to think and to contemplate. You need a lot of alone time. You have strong dreams. You're someone who's very forgiving. You have had several spiritual awakenings, and you see life from a different perspective than most people. You access the Akashic records. You're all about healing and spiritual development. You do take the time to heal yourself and develop yourself. Ascendant, but you also take care of your outside expression. The way you dress is important to you. Your mission statement in the world is something that is important to you, that people know exactly who you are, and you make a good first impression. People, you have an impact on people with the way you look. People, it's like if you walk into a room, everyone notices you, is what I see here. But you prefer to be in the shadows. It's like you'll take a little bit of that, and then you will just, like, you won't sit in the table that's right in the middle of the restaurant. You will go to like the table that's in the corner or something, where you can have your privacy. You do value your privacy, but still people will find a way of looking that way, but you will feel somehow protected. Yeah, you have a strong attitude. You have a strong mark on the world. Unleash your creativity. So this is something that you need to do, and maybe it is something that you do. Work on unleashing your creativity. So you could have a knack for creating things. You are a creator. You are meant to create something in this world, and maybe something with your hands as well. The number 31 and the number 4 could be relevant. Maybe you're someone who has dealt with rejection, and this comes to mind as rejection is God's protection. I'm seeing 2 clocks there, so you maybe wait a long time for things to happen and you still get rejected. Maybe you insist too much on one thing and then it ends up not working out. And the advice here is to work on creative endeavors and take your mind off those things, because you could tend to an obsessive kind of thinking or holding on to someone, or maybe thinking that someone's going to rescue you because they're the same way as you, but not everyone is. And so 3113, I'm seeing so many mirrored numbers for you. So check out angel number 3113 and 44. So you could be seeing 44 a lot, 33, and check those out, okay? But rejection is God's protection, okay? And something about divine timing. So maybe you get rejected once because it's not the right time, and then when it's time, then it happens. So there's something very wild about your character, something about your breasts as well as standing out here if you're a feminine, or your chest if you're a masculine, but something about your breast, like you have full breasts or something, and you're very sexy. And there's this quality to you that's very wild, untamed, okay? Like no one can just pin you down, or you like your freedom and you like to go out in the wild and explore. The number 15 and the number 6 could be relevant to you. Yeah, because in exploring and connecting with your self in the most pure state, that's when the spark ignites here. That's when you get that creative spark that you need. The number 34 and the number 7 could be relevant. I'm seeing someone playing a violin. It's so interesting. You could play the violin, or you felt or you play some kind of musical instrument, but in one of these piles, the violin was not being played, and in this one it's being played, so that could mean something. You maybe felt attracted to another pile. And we have fire, so you could have Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries in your chart. But it says Solaris Sublime, the number 15. And the number 6 could mean something to you. This card never really came up, or I didn't really pay attention to it the way I'm paying attention to it now. So I'm going to look at so you could resonate with the Kundalini awakening, okay? And rising of the Phoenix, meaning some form of rejection actually propelled you into creating something. That was the spark, that was the catalyst that unleashed your creativity. And this could have had something to do with the Kundalini awakening as well. So you're here on this earth to bring conflict into harmony. There's something very intense about you. I'm picking up Scorpio energy here. And you're here to transform something, and I do feel this has a lot to do with helping other people. You have infinite energy. You're going to realize this if you haven't yet. It's like you're very connected to source. You're very connected to source, and you get this constant energy to create. So you should be using that. Okay, pile number 9. That was your reading. Let me know how that resonated for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Bless you, and bye for now. Okay, very long reading, but last but not least, Dalmatian Jasper, pile number 8. This is you. Let's describe you and what you may need to heal. If you feel this is not your pile after watching it for a while, you can choose piles. We have bearing fruit. So you're meant to create something, to bring something to life on this earth. The number 12 could be relevant to you, the number 3 as well. And you're meant to create stability that is long-lasting. I'm seeing financial abundance and abundance in general. Possibly a family. Ears wide open. You have fox energy, very smart. The number 33, so you are an ascended master. Look up master number 33 and angel number 33. You could have clairaudience. You could be able to hear spirit. Okay. And you could be the kind of person who's always like able to listen to other people's conversations, even if you don't want to. Your ears are always peeled for some reason. Always like you have good, like you can, good listening abilities or something. Femme fatale. So you're very seductive, very sensual. Okay. You have a lot of feminine energy, even erotic. Okay. And when you get rejected, it almost, instead of doing the opposite of closing your heart, it opens your heart more. It's almost like rejection helps you break the walls of your heart, around your heart, if this makes sense, because it makes you want to really find love or someone who won't reject you, if this makes sense. Okay. And so you could always dress in a way that's really sexy and attractive, hoping that you will find or attract the right person your way. Yeah, you're always seeking. You're a seeker. You have a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So you may travel a lot to seek the truth or to come into contact with information that will help you. Maybe you're always seeking for this one person who will love you and not reject you. Maybe people walk away from you, or you feel forced to walk away from people, or when you break up with someone, or when this has happened, then you go and you travel to get your mind off it. Yeah, maybe you deal with a lot of tricksters, or you even, you're unpredictable, and you could like be a magician, like literally in the literal sense of being a magician, a professional one, or you know how to manipulate situations in your life, but you're very unpredictable and you're not conventional. It's almost like you have a lot of tricks up your sleeve, possibly, or you deal with people who are tricky. Advocate. So you're someone who's very compassionate, and you are some sort of advocate for nature, animals, children, or diseases. I don't know, there's some form of advocate, but it could also mean like lawyer. So 3 of fire. You trust that your ships will come in. You trust that after you work there you will bear fruit, and so you trust in this process. You don't really run after things too much. You are in your feminine energy. You magnetize things toward you rather than chase them. Fortune's wheel, yeah, you understand that what goes up must come down. After a rough patch, there's a better patch. So you just keep working, and you just keep moving forward, and in a positive way, with a positive mindset, and you work your magic into bringing in what it is that you need. You could have Sagittarius in your chart, the number 10 and the number 1. And you also understand that if you're rejected at one point, then things will turn around and you will be able to attract and magnetize what is for you. Now we have the 3 of Pentacles. So you could find yourself in third-party situations, or you have in the past, or this could happen to you often, and you're the one who ends up getting rejected. And then people break up with you and walk away, but maybe because they feel also intimidated by you, or there's something about your energy that they don't understand, and they feel like it's a trick, or they're going to be tricked by you or something, and so they don't see beyond that, or they just hear things about you, and they instead of talking to you, they just trust whatever they heard about you. But you're someone who goes through a lot of endings, and you walk in a way, and this helps your spiritual growth as well. 2nd house, so you're good at making money, attracting in abundance, because you know your worth. No matter, you understand that whatever rejection you go through has nothing to do with you and more to do with the people that you deal with. You know your worth. You have a good wardrobe. You like luxuries. You have a good credit score. If you don't, you will. You're going to be able to create financial security for yourself. Moon, feelings, but you do you do dive into your emotions very deeply. You're very nurturing, and maybe this is something that people don't really know about you, is that family and home is important to you. You're very feminine energy, And you are meant to become a mother figure, if not physically and biologically. It could be through becoming a stepmother, or if you're a masculine, then you have feminine energy and you will act and be nurturing as a mother would. But you go with the moon phases, you're very deep into your feelings, and people don't really know this about you. That your true nature is to be an advocate, not a trickster. If you are a trickster, if you do manipulate things, it's so that you can help other people. Quincux, yeah, because you're someone who is complex. You have a complex character, and people don't understand this, and it puzzles people because it's mysterious, and it seems like there are parts of you that are contradictory. You could even be a spy or something like that, or you could use your physical attributes to end up helping in some way. You dress up in a certain way so that you can seek even for investors, and you trick people into giving you money for your cause or something like that, but it's a good cause. And so people don't, it's like people can't read you, and so they become like frustrated sometimes at you, and you could clash with people a lot, or even miss your mark here and feel misunderstood. And you're constantly having to adjust yourself and educate people about who you are. And this can be very tiring and very taxing on your emotions. Leo, so yeah, the true nature of who you are is you're a lover, okay? You're very heart-based, and you're very expressive, very creative, very loving, very playful and warm person. And you're very confident, maybe a little bit flirtatious, or very flirtatious, I see here. But you just glow and you bedazzle people, and they could feel a little bit intimidated by you. That's why they sometimes don't understand you and walk away from you. Yeah. Cycles. And you experience a lot of cycles because of this. You start things that they end, and you feel like things are always ending. The number 6 could be relevant. But that's the Wheel of Fortune energy here. Sagittarius energy, possibly Taurus energy, Cancer energy, I'm seeing here. So you're very misunderstood in a way, but you will heal this aspect of yourself, and you will get on track with this, because this has made you suffer, but at the same time, it's going to get you to find your path, and you will heal from this, and this will change. Eventually, this will change. The number 21 and the number 3 could be relevant. And look, Phoenix rising. Where did I see Phoenix rising? Was it in the last pile, in pile number 9, very possibly? I think it was in pile number 9, so there could be a message there for you. And anyway, the number 32 and the number 5. So you're going to overcome this, you're going to be successful, and you're going to win. You're going to win the heart of someone who is not going to walk away and reject you. They're going to want to make you a part of their family, okay? So you're going to heal this, whatever you're going to learn, whatever it is you need to learn to balance out your energies. And there's going to be this one person who understands you. And this person's going to be like a doctor. Look, it's so cute. It says heal the ouch. This person's going to heal the ouch. It's going to be like a very healing presence in your life. And the number 38 could be relevant. The number 11. Okay. And I'm feeling this is your twin or your higher level soulmate. Yeah, healing the heart. I'm seeing you healing your heart chakra. And that brings in the change, 23. So 32, 23, mirrored number, angel number. Check it out. Yeah, your healing of your heart is going to bring you like a phoenix rising from the ashes. So when you feel that, there's no one for you, or this is all there is, then that's when you're going to rise from the ashes. Once you have healed, once you have found your path and, the infinite, and you're going to realize just how infinite the possibilities are for you. The number 49 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 4. But you're very connected to source, to spirit, and this is going to help you, definitely. There's an eternal life force in you, and all these cycles you go through, you grow each time. Rising from the ashes, this is exactly, so you're someone who felt like it was the end of the road for you at the end of 1 or 2 cycles, and then you always rose from the ashes. many deaths and rebirths within one's life. So you've been through, I'm seeing scorpionic energy here, Scorpio energy. You are so much more than your physical body. And this is what you're going to understand. You heal, then you rise again. You heal, then you rise. So you've been through a lot and you've healed every time and you rise. When things seem to have reached a complete end, that's when you get rebirthed again into a new life. So I'm feeling for pile number 10. If you chose this pile, definitely go check out another pile because I feel that you have more messages to hear. Bless you all. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads here on the channel. Bless you, and bye for now. Until next time.